I'm David Bond here with my broadcast partner, George Clifford.
Hello.
We got a great matchup today. The Abington Galloping Ghosts from Pennsylvania versus the home team Gonzaga Eagles here at the Gonzaga DC Classic.
David, I'm really looking forward to this game. We now watch as Gonzaga enters the 2018 and 19 season. After a very good season last year, we didn't quite make it where we wanted in the championship, but we're looking forward to a great year, so let's do it.
Yeah. Abington Galloping Ghosts, coached by Coach Charles Grassley. It's his 9th season as head coach. Some great players here from Abington. Number 43, Eric Dixon. Keep an eye on him. The 6'8", 265-pound Villanova commit should make a big impact on today's game.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing a great performance from juniors Terrence Williams and Chuck Harris. Those are Gonzaga's players to watch.
Yeah. Gonzaga, a team that features a whole lot of juniors. Josiah Hardy, Carlos Hub, Christian Ficca, Miles Studi, Chuck Harris, Terrence Williams.
You know, David, the team this year is actually made up half of juniors. 7 out of the 14 players on the team are juniors. All right. And we, thank you.
Abington, their first appearance in the Gonzaga DC Classic. They're entering their 97th year as a basketball team.
That's insane.
They will begin their season as a 2-time defending District 1 champions and the winners of 3 titles in the last 4 seasons. Really a dominant team.
For sure.
Head coach Charles Grassley, a 1990 graduate of Abington. He's in his 9th year, like I said earlier. Career record, 169 wins and 54 defeats. George, that's a great record.
Mm-hmm. We should also really be looking out for Darius Brown. They won by draining the 4 3-point field goals in the 67-61 Pennsylvania State Sweet 16 game against St. Joe's Prep. True player to watch, David.
Yeah. And keep an eye on number 22, Lucas Monroe as well. He's committed to the University of Pennsylvania.
Staying in state. I love the move.
He'll play alongside our very own Eddie Scott, graduated 2 years ago.
Some true great players in this game, David.
Yeah.
Really look forward to seeing how it plays out.
It's time for game 2 of the 2018 Gonzaga DC Classic this afternoon here from the Carmody Center as the Ghosts of Abington Senior High School from Abington, Pennsylvania for the defending Pennsylvania District 1 champions and who are making their very first appearance in the Gonzaga DC Classic. And the Ghosts take on the tournament hosts, the Eagles of Gonzaga College High School, 13-time tournament champions who competed in the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference. The Eagles are currently ranked number 5 in the DC area by the Washington Post. Ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce tonight's starting lineups, we ask everyone to please stand as we honor the United States of America. Under one flag, serving one God, to pay tribute to those who serve to protect the daily freedoms we share, with the singing of our national anthem performed today by Jennifer Carter from Gonzaga.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn
For the right, 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 for the right Abington Senior. Starting at forward, a 6'8" junior, number 42, Zaire Olasware. All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting for the Gonzaga Abington Senior, number 43, a 6'7" senior, Eric Dixon. Also at forward, a 6'6" senior, number 22, Lucas Monroe. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 1, Manir Waller. Also at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 2, Maurice Henry. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 11, Darius Brown. And head coach of the Ghosts in his 9th season, Charles Grasby. And now, today's starters for the host Eagles from Gonzaga College High School. At one forward, a 6'7" junior, number 5, Terrence Williams. At forward, a 6'7" junior, number 22, Miles Studi. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 2, Chuck Harris. Also at guard, a 6'4" senior, number 1, Anwar Gill. And at guard, a 6'4" senior, number 13, Josh Watts. The assistant coaches, Roger Garfield, Ron Hill, Elvin Williams, Byron Harper, and the head coach of the Eagles is Steve Turner.
George, both teams getting ready for tip-off. What do you expect to see from the Eagles here early?
I expect Terrence Williams and Miles Studi to really come out with that thunder, you know, just watching them work together, seeing them on and off the court.
It's a great front court duo.
For sure.
Moments away from tip-off here in D.C. This Abington team, don't underestimate them. They're coming out with some thunder.
I'm really excited to see how this game plays out, David. I've never seen Abington before, so.
This very well could be the best game of the tournament.
I think so.
A lot of great Division I basketball players on the court right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Abington comes up with the tip. Here's Darius Brown with it. Gives it inside to Eric Dixon. Dixon's fadeaway. It's an air ball. Abington set to inbound here. Manir Walker. Here's Monroe, the Penn commit. Here's Waller up top. Here's Dixon up top. Dixon, a deep three. It's a second air ball for Eric Dixon. Here's Harris bringing up the ball. Harris looking for the cutting Gill. He can't find him. Studi's three. It's off right. Good rebound by Waller. Here's Darius Brown back up to Waller. The bigger Miles Studi guarding him. Great pass inside. Monroe gets the reverse layup, and that's the first points of the game.
That's fundamentals, David. Pass and cut. That's what they teach you in second grade, man. And
it's working well.
It works, man.
Here's Harris going to his right. Studi thought about it. Gets to the rim. I can't finish up close. Dixon comes up with the board. Here's Waller. Monroe looking to set up the offense here. Here's Dixon. Open three. No good. But Dixon comes up with the board. Dixon using his size effectively in the paint there, George.
Indeed.
Terrence Williams a deep three. Can't hit. Good rebound from Chuck Harris. And he knocks in the pull-up jump shot.
David, I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling that Chuck's going to have a good game today.
Yeah.
You feel the energy.
Getting some shots early. Monroe taking it up here. Looking for Dixon in the post. He can't find him. Here's Henry, guarded by the bigger Chuck Harris. Monroe. Screen coming from Dixon. And Monroe to the rim, and he can't finish. Here's Watts bringing it up. And pass is deflected, but it stays in bound. And a Williams open three. Can't find the mark.
Oh.
Studi saves it. But he throws it away.
They're unable to recover the play.
Henry coming down, and he's blocked by Harris. Great block.
Beautiful play.
The 6'2" guard using that length. Blocked the shot. Monroe will inbound for Abington. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. Abington Ghosts up 4-2 against the Gonzaga Eagles. Great fadeaway from Eric Dixon. That's his bread and butter, George.
I know. I also feel that we're going to be seeing a lot of that today, David.
Yeah. Studi thought about it. Instead gives it to Williams. Loses it. And his ball is deflected. Dixon's just taking it himself. Here's Darius Brown. Gives it back to Dixon. Waller looking to set something up. Gives it inside to Dixon with Williams guarding him. Great finish through contact from Eric Dixon. He's hard to stop on the offensive end.
Pass from Gill. Chuck Harris up top.
Harris gives it to the wing. Chuck Harris trying to find something. Finds the Gill for a pull-up jump shot. It's long. Here's Waller coming the other way for Abington. The Ghosts in red, the Eagles in white. Good pass, but he can't finish. Here's Harris going the other way. Chuck Harris draws the contact, can't finish. He'll go to the line for two. First foul of the game on either side. And it goes on number 2, Maurice Henry.
Eagles number 2, Chuck Harris with 2 shots.
Harris, the junior guard, knocks down the first.
Come on, walk it up to where yours is. One up. To your right, Chuck.
And he can capitalize on both. Eagles down 4 with just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Dixon taking it up.
Drops it off to Monroe. Monroe's running up top.
Screen coming from Dixon. Here goes Monroe. Kicks out to the corner. Waller's 3 is off. And it's taken by Terrence Williams. Here's Harris going the other way. Harris can't. Oh, he does make the runner. That's a great finish from Chuck Harris off balance.
David, I'll tell you, Chuck Harris is one of the fastest players we'll see in this game.
Yeah. Monroe gives it up to Dixon. Looks like they're going to the high post a lot with Eric Dixon, George. You think that's working for him?
I mean, just check out the scoreboard, David. It seems to be working.
Yeah. And Monroe finishes Dixon's miss. They really play well together, Monroe and Dixon, the two D1 commits for this Abington team, the two seniors.
For sure, David.
Harris deep three, and he knocks it down. Great shot there from Chuck Harris. Like you were saying, George, he's going to be a problem in this game. Darius Brown guarded closely by Gill. And Harris tips it out. That's great defense from the Eagles.
I'd love to see the double team.
Monroe sets an inbound here for the Ghosts. And here's Maurice Henry. Giving it to Monroe. Tries to finish, but he can't. Here's Gill going the other way. And the jam, the two-hand jam from Anwar Gill. This Gonzaga team loves playing on the fast break, George.
Yeah, they do.
Number 32, Josiah Hardy, set to check into the game.
Number 2 drains it.
It's a good shot from Henry.
Gill kicks it to T-Will. Back to Gill.
Anwar Gill, three. Can't hit it.
No good.
Here's Chuck Harris up top, looking to reset the offense. Harris posting up on the smaller Henry. Fade away. Can't hit, in and out. Dixon, another strong rebound, really using his size. Here's Monroe. And Waller gives it up to Darius Brown. Darius Brown driving, gives it up to Dixon. Dixon thought about it. Good strip, and he's fouled. George, how do you think this Gonzaga team can stop Eric Dixon?
I mean, as we've seen already in this game, they're going to have to double him up, David. I mean, he is a very strong force in and out of the paint.
Yeah. Dixon goes to the line for two. The Galloping Ghosts are up 12-11. Just under a minute here left in the first quarter. And Dixon knocks down the first free throw.
David, what do you expect to see out of the Eagles that we haven't seen yet already?
A lot more fast break opportunities. They're a really defensive-centered team. They love to get steals, get blocks, push it the other way, and get those fast break dunks like we saw earlier in transition.
Did you see Christian Ficka's dunk the other day?
I did.
Beautiful play.
Here's Watts. The pull-up jump shot. Can't hit. Dixon grabs it.
Brown takes it up. Kicks to Dixon.
Dixon to the rim, and he finishes.
Great
There's
play.
no stopping him once he gets his head down.
Harris setting a fast pace for this play. Stute kicks it. No good.
And there's a foul on the floor. Looking like it will go against Abington. Monroe picks up the foul on Josiah Hardy, number 32, checking in the game for the first time. Good to see Hardy getting some minutes.
For sure.
Getting in the rotation more this year. Gill. Nah, can't hit the three. Good rebound by Hardy. And Stute finishes over the bigger Eric Dixon. Here's Brown going to his left. Great defense there by Gill.
Harris takes it down the court.
And that will conclude the first quarter here in D.C. We've got a great game so far, George. What do you think Gonzaga needs to do to be able to get the lead in this game?
Well, we now see that Carlos Hub is set to check into the game, so maybe he'll bring some new energy to the
yeah,
to this
great
offense.
shooting presence from Hub, for sure. Dixon getting on the boards early. I'd imagine he already has somewhat around 5.
Mm-hmm. And I would look to see more out of Lucas Monroe. We haven't seen a whole lot from him in this game, but we'll see how he plays.
Yeah. Averaging 12.3 points per game for the Ghosts is Lucas Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
So look for him to pick it up in the second quarter.
I mean, he scored a total of 369 points in last season. It's not bad, David.
No. Malcolm Dredd checking in here for the Eagles. His first time seeing the floor this game.
Really look forward to seeing how some of the younger guys take control in this game, David.
Yeah. Yeah, number 12, Dredd, and number 10, Carlos Hub coming in as well. Hub, a great shooter.
Mm-hmm. He takes after his brother. We now prepare for Hub to pass in the ball to start off the second quarter.
Yeah. Here's Harris giving it to Dredd. Oh, Hardy slipped. Williams. Good jump shot by Williams, but he can't hit it. Dredd, great rebound. Here's Carlos Hub giving it up to Harris, the 3. Can't hit. Scrapping underneath for the rebound. Great offensive rebounds by Gonzaga. Williams gets the contact and finishes.
David, I really look forward to seeing Gonzaga take it down low more this quarter.
Yeah, definitely pushing through Terrence Williams. Hub just hounding.
Dixon in the corner. He shoots.
Can't hit. Here's Harris the other way, my apologies. And Terrence Williams traveled. Dixon with 9 early points. He's lighting it up.
Dixon's really giving it everything he's got now. That's his last season in high school.
Yeah. Here's Monroe. Gives it up. Dixon driving. And it's tipped, and it'll be a jump ball between Harris and Dixon. You love to see the smaller guard, Chuck Harris, going to try to get that ball from the bigger Eric Dixon. Sussman set to inbound for the Ghosts.
Sussman passes it in. Dixon gets up.
And
can't hit it.
He's fouled by Williams.
The foul is on the Eagles, number 5, Terrence Williams. His first. Eagles second.
Foul goes on number 5, Terrence Williams. That'll send 43, Eric Dixon to the line.
Dixon with 2 shots.
Dixon can't hit his first free throw. Dixon hoping to give the Galloping Ghosts a 1-point lead here.
Chuck Harris is setting up just in case he misses the shot.
And he hits, so the Ghosts go up 1. 6 minutes, 30 seconds here left in the second quarter. Great game so far with Abington up 16, Gonzaga 15.
Carlos Hub to Hardy.
Hardy looking to go somewhere with it. Gives it up Williams.
Pulls up. And it bounces off the rim.
Here comes Abington the other way. It's Monroe. Monroe, good crossover on Dredd, but he loses it. And that stays with Abington. Sussman set to inbound. And he gets it to Monroe. Sussman passes up back to Monroe. Good kick out to the corner. Scott, pass up, Sussman three. He knocks it down. It's a great shot from him. Sussman, the 5'11 senior, knocking down the three. Dredd kicks up. Harris, three. Right, answers right back with a three of his own. Harris has been lighting it up early.
I called it, David. I told you. Expect to see a lot out of him today, and I continue to.
9 early points for Harris. And Monroe picks up the offensive foul. Looks like Hardy's subbing out for number 22, Miles Studi. Here's Harris bringing it up. Guarded by Brown. Dredd kicks up top to Williams. He passes around to Harris. Harris the fadeaway. Oh, no call there. Might have been a travel. Here's Scott. Gives it up to Dixon. To the rim, and he can't finish, but he's fouled.
David, every time we see Dixon bring it into the paint, he's either getting fouled or he's scoring.
Yeah. It's hard to stop. It's hard to stop such a big guy like that. Set to check in for the Eagles, number 13, Josh Watts, and number 0, Devin Dinkins.
Dixon makes the first.
Dinkins, the freshman.
Number 13, Josh Watts.
And Dixon gives the Ghosts the 3-point lead. With just under 5 minutes here to go in the second quarter. Hub passes up to Studi. Gives it to Watts for 3. And he can't hit. Dixon, another rebound. Monroe, good crossover on Dredd. The kick out, and Brown can't hit the 3, but it's taken by Sussman, and he loses it. Good outlet pass from Studi. Finds Carlos Hub for the reverse layup. Monroe nearly loses it.
Dixon has it up top. Back to Monroe.
Monroe looking for Dixon in the post. Can't find him. There they go. Brown can't finish. And it's an offensive foul on Brown. Dinkins set to bring the ball down for the Eagles. The freshman guard, only 5'9", plays with a lot of heart.
Dredd, he shoots, he scores.
Great shot there from Malcolm Dredd. Monroe pressured by Dredd.
Number 1 has it. Back to Monroe.
Here's Waller with the ball. Gives it up to Sussman. Sussman passes inside to Monroe. Monroe trying to score, and he's fouled on the jump shot by Miles Studi. That was a strong take.
Gonzaga foul number 22, Miles Studi, the second
Second foul on Stute.
Lucas Monroe, 2 shots.
Hardy checks in, takes out number 22, Miles Stute.
The Eagles line up number 32, Gonzaga Hardy. 1 shot.
And
makes
Monroe
the
knocks down
second.
the second free throw.
Timeout on the court.
So, George, Eagles down by 1. It's been a close game so far.
I think the Eagles need to be able to just kind of take the momentum that they have right now and just expand on, because we can see that the Eagles are pushing for a comeback. They just need that push through and just be able to run with the lead maybe, and I feel like that will define the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think getting the bigs involved. Terrence Williams and Miles Stute have both been playing really well so far. So maybe getting some high pick and rolls, getting them involved in screen action could help.
Yeah, and as I said before, the layups are key for this team right now. Like just getting them down low, just taking them.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Gonzaga DC Classic. The game before this was a great one with Potomac facing off against the Knights. And the Knights took that win. So they will play the winner of this game in the semifinals of the Gonzaga DC Classic.
If you're looking to buy tickets for the DC Classic, they're $10 per day or $25 for the entire weekend. It's a great deal right there, David.
It is. Watts looking for the post. He can't find it. Here's Dinkins driving baseline. Good job getting to the rim from the freshman, Devin Dinkins. Here's Maurice Henry. Here's Waller giving it up. Monroe gives it up. Here's Sussman, three-pointer way off. Dinkins going the other way with it. Good pass inside to Dredd, who finishes the reverse layup. Eagles up 3.
David, this is exactly what I was talking about, the momentum shift. It's just key for the Eagles. If they can take this lead and just run with it in the next couple minutes, that could be key for them.
Yeah. And Sussman gets fouled by Carlos Hub. Number 11, Darius Brown checks in for Abington, while number 1, Anwar Gill checks in for the Eagles. Just over 2 minutes here left in our first half. Here's Dixon going against Hardy. Good defense there by Josiah Hardy, forcing the miss.
Dinkins takes it down the court.
Here's Watts. Kicks out. Good passing from the Eagles as Dredd can't make the 3. Gill's rebound, can't make the finish. Monroe looking to answer. Ghost down 3. Monroe, good pull-up jump shot. Can't hit. Dixon, the rebound, and the and one. Again and again, it's just same thing. Dixon on that glass.
It's going to be on that all day, David.
Yeah.
Hardy hits first. 16 foul. In the game for the Ghost, number 15, Jason Scott.
Jason Scott checks in for the Ghosts.
1 shot.
Number 15. And Dixon nails the free throw. Tie ball game again.
Dinkins dribbles up top.
Here comes the screen. Dinkins, good spin move there. Gives it inside to Hardy. And the bigger Dixon tips the ball out of his hands. Monroe set to inbound here for the Ghosts. Little confusion here with the referees. Oh, it seems there's a wet spot on the floor. A little wet spot on the court, getting cleaned up. And here we go again. Monroe passes to Dixon, gives it back to him.
Monroe up top.
And it's an offensive foul on Maurice Henry. The Eagles will go the other way with it. Dinkins guarded closely by Maurice Henry, the full court trap. Here's Dredd posting up, and as the ball is tipped out of bounds, it'll be Abington's ball. That's great defense there from Maurice Henry coming in with the steal.
Inbound to the Abington lineup, number 1, Manero Waller.
And Dixon's fouled by Josiah Hardy. Smart foul that from Hardy.
The Gonzaga foul number 32, Josiah Hardy, now his second, the 7th team foul.
All right, it looks like Dixon will go to the line, shooting one-on-one.
Returning to the Ghost lineup, number 15, Jason Scott.
Dixon with 15 early points in the first half.
43, Eric Dixon, 1, and the bonus.
Make that 15 points as he hits his first free throw of the one-on-one. George, what have you been seeing from Eric Dixon this game? He seems to be dominating.
I mean, yeah, just like we've been saying, he just, every time he gets the ball, he drives it into the paint, and he's either drawing fouls or he's scoring.
As he hits the free throw right there. Here's Dinkins. 38 left on the game clock. Watts gets fouled on the three-point attempt, so he'll go to the line and shoot three. Smart basketball there from Josh Watts.
For sure.
This foul is on the Ghost number 1, Manero Waller, his first 16th foul.
Monroe set to check back in for the Ghosts.
Shooting for the Eagles number 13, Josh Watts with 3 shots.
Watts knocks down the first free throw. The Brown committed to the Ivy League school. We got actually 2 Ivy League players on the court right now, him and Monroe.
Yeah. He knocks down the second.
On for Abington, number 22, Lucas Monroe, number 12, Joey Brewster, and number 3, Justin Brooks.
Number 12, Joey Brusha checks in for the Ghosts, along with number 3, Justin Brooks.
Watts hits his third.
Monroe pressed closely by Watts.
Monroe has it up top. Being covered very closely by Dinkins.
Here's Monroe. Great defense by Dinkins. That's a good screen by Eric Dixon. And Monroe gets the jump shot to go. 4 seconds left.
Dredd takes it up.
Dredd half court. Can't hit.
With the air ball.
That's the end of our first half here in Washington, D.C. at the Gonzaga D.C. Classic. We got a great game here, George. Gonzaga's down 1 point against a really good Abington team. What can Gonzaga do to get back in this game and stop Eric Dixon?
I think Gonzaga's just going to it's the chemistry. We've seen a lot of it already, but just being able to build those like connections between players, that's what really sets up the best plays. David.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to give a moment to thank the Gonzaga Fathers Club for setting this great tournament up again. All proceeds from advertising and ticket sales will support Gonzaga's far-reaching service programs here in the D.C. area and across the U.S. and on the U.S.-Mexico border. Tournament slogan, great basketball, supporting good works. That couldn't be more true.
You know, David, some of these service trips are just truly amazing.
Yeah.
And just all the people that can help along the way, you know?
Yeah.
While educating students on important issues.
This summer, the school's got groups going to the United States-Mexico border, going to Apopka, Florida, going to Red Cloud Indian Reservation in South Dakota. A lot of great service being done at the school.
Both close and far.
Not to mention Gonzaga being one of the only high schools in the country with an active homeless shelter on campus.
I mean, it's really amazing what they do here, David. Truly amazing. David, how do you expect Gonzaga to stack up against some of their WCAC opponents like Paul VI, St. John's, and DeMatha?
Well, DeMatha is always a great team. They're one of the best teams in the conference pretty much every year. They'll be hard to beat, but I think they'll be able to pull it off. The PVI, however, losing two of their star players, both torn ACLs. That's hard for them. But look for Gonzaga, St. John's, and DeMatha to likely round out the top three in the conference.
For sure, David. We now watch as the rugby team prepares to take the floor.
I'd like to give our thanks to one of our sponsors, the Malloy Automotive Group, sponsoring the 30th annual Gonzaga DC Charity Basketball Tournament. Keep an eye out, January 2019, Malloy, Chevrolet, and Cadillac.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midcourt. Today we would like to honor and congratulate the 2018 Gonzaga rugby team and present them with their championship rings. Gonzaga rugby finished the season last spring with a record of 20 wins and 4 losses. The Eagles won the NAVRC championship for the 10th time in 11 years. They also played in their 6th consecutive national championship game and defeated Harriman of Utah 31-26 to win their 4th national championship in 5 years. An accomplishment that has not been done by any other school in the United States in over 40 years of high school rugby. They were led by captains Owen Sheehy, now playing with Wisconsin, Ryan Eagle, and Will Wright, both playing at Penn State, and Calder Jones playing at McGill University. We have some of the members from the team here today, along with their head coach, Peter McGinna, and the director of rugby, Lee Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Gonzaga rugby team. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause to the championship rugby team from Gonzaga College High School.
Gonzaga community. This award is named after our longtime chairman, John McLaughlin, who has been the driving force behind this event. Each year's honoree has truly been a man for others by giving countless hours to this event over the years. This year's John McLaughlin Gonzaga DC Classic Award recipient is Bill Lewis. Bill has been the chair of the Class Act Committee for 10 years, treasurer of the DC Classic and Fathers Club for 4 years, and apparel chair for another 5 years. In addition, Bill has always been there with a helping hand in other areas of the DC Classic that have been invaluable in our continued success. Bill was unable to attend this year, so his sons, Frank Gonzaga class of 2011 and Quinn Gonzaga class of 2016 are accepting this award on his behalf. On behalf of the DC Classic Committee and Gonzaga, thank you, Bill, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your official headline scoring totals in the first half. Brought to you by Cavalier Logistics, a leading provider of secure transportation and storage support to the United States military and contractors. Cavalier Logistics, around the corner, around the world, your success is our mission. And by GE Auto Sales, with 20 locations serving Virginia and Maryland, whether you need to purchase, finance, or service on a new or a pre-owned vehicle, you come to the right place. GE Auto Sales. In the first half, for the Ghosts from Abington Senior High School, Maurice Henry with 2 points, Derek Sussman at 3 points, Lucas Monroe with 8 points, and senior number 43, Eric Dixon, 17 first half points. 16 fouls on the Ghosts in the first half. For the host Eagles of Gonzaga College High School, Devin Dickens with 2 points, and Warkill also with 2 points. Carlos Huff 2 points, Malcolm Dredd with 2 points, Josh Watts at 3 points, Miles Stewey with 6 points, and junior number 2 Chuck Harris 12 first half points. 17 fouls on the Eagles in the first half. Possession to start the second half will go to Gonzaga.
Welcome back to our broadcast of the 30th Annual Gonzaga DC Classic. We've got a great game here, George, between Gonzaga and Abington. What have you seen so far?
Well, we've really seen how Dixon's physicality has played into his play. Like,
for sure. Just
being able to use his large body to just kind of really get in there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of offensive rebounds for him so far.
Size has been huge in this game, just up top and down low.
Yeah.
Like we see Williams up top using his size to really just get over the players and put the ball where it needs to go.
Leading scorers for Abington, Dixon with 17, Lucas Monroe with 8. And for Gonzaga, Chuck Harris with 12. And Malcolm Dredd with 4. Abington shooting a little bit better from the field at around 40% compared to Gonzaga's 37%. And here we go. Harris brings the ball up to start the second half. Here's Miles Stewey. Great ball movement here from the Eagles.
Really working the arch.
Stewey can't make the open layup. Monroe passes inside. Good block. Oh. Foul on number 13, Josh Watts.
Gonzaga's number 13, Josh Watts, whistled with the personal, his first.
David, the back and forth that we've seen in this game is incredible.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of trading baskets here.
Most of the game has been one team either just up by 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, as Manir Waller misses his first free throw. Waller can't make either free throws, but it's offensively rebounded, and Dixon can't tip it in. Dixon again. Dixon, machine on the glass, and he gets the and one. Wow.
David, this is exactly what we're talking about, how Dixon's size really just powers his play.
For sure, for sure.
The Ghost probably put up 4 or 5 shots on that in a row right there.
Dixon using that 265-pound frame to his advantage, bodying Terrence Williams and bodying Josh Watts on the offensive glass. Confusion here with the referees. I'm not sure
what exactly is going on. So
Dixon set to shoot 2. Knocks down the first. So it's a no basket there. The and one did not count. So Dixon will go back to the line for one more. And he gets the second to go.
Gill with the ball.
Gill loses it, and it's stripped. But Gonzaga will retain possession.
And Gill with the inbound. He looks to pass to Chuck Harris.
Here's Harris bringing it up.
Watts to Harris.
Oh.
Harris to Gill.
4 on 5. Stute can't make it. Great hustle there from Chuck Harris and Miles Stute. Dive in for the loose ball. And it'll be Abington ball here. Monroe set to inbound, and he finds Dixon.
Stu's having a little trouble with the shooting today. I wonder what's up.
Just got to get in rhythm. Here's Henry. Henry going to his right, kicks it out. Henry looking for Dixon in the post, can't find him. And he slipped. And it's a shot clock violation against Abington. George, that was great defense there by the Eagles, forcing the shot clock violation.
We hope to see more of that. Harris taking up the ball.
Here's Gill on the wing. Gives it up top to Stute.
Williams.
Good pass inside. Williams finds the open layup. That's what they've got to do, George. They've got to keep pounding it inside.
Monroe up top.
Here's Brown going against Anwar Gill. Monroe tries to throw behind the back pass, can't get it off.
Gonzaga on the fast break. Gill makes the layup. Monroe slows it down.
Good defense here from Watts, staying in front of him. Gill, oh, great spin. And the floater, no good.
Williams pushes up the court.
Terrence Williams to the rim again.
Finding the open layup.
That's that same layup. Williams starting to find his rhythm here in the second half.
We really hope to see more of that from Terrence.
Brown passes to Henry. Henry gives it up to Dixon. The three is
Air
short.
ball.
That's another air ball from Eric Dixon. Dixon not shooting jump shots too well, but he's getting inside and dominating in the paint.
Dixon has really just been finding a way to capitalize on what he knows his strong suits are.
And timeout on the floor. So, George, Gonzaga took the lead again. What do we have to do to keep this lead and keep Abington from coming back?
I really think it's the passes up top with Stute, Gill, and Terrence. Terrence taking it in and finding the open layup. That's what's really been working.
Yeah.
And it's a speed. It's the combo of the speed and the size.
Yeah.
That's what really gives him the edge in those, plays.
Sure. It's good to see Terrence Williams getting involved a little bit too. Arguably one of the best players on the roster for sure.
We hope to see Carlos Hub go back in soon because everything that he can bring with his shooting and such.
Yeah.
The Eagles break it down and prepare to take back the rest of this third quarter.
Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Great game here. Gonzaga is up 35-32 against the Abington Senior Galloping Ghosts. Abington in the red jerseys, Gonzaga wearing the white.
David, Gonzaga really needs to capitalize on these next 5 minutes because whoever has the energy going into the fourth quarter will ultimately take control of where this game goes.
Yeah, I agree, George. I agree. This late third quarter is one of the most important times in a basketball game.
It always is. Gill taking it up.
Here's Dredd on the wing. Gives it inside to Terrence Williams. Williams again to the rim. That's his third in a row.
David, this is exactly what we were talking about. Being able to find Williams so he can find the open layup. That's what's giving Gonzaga this edge in the last few minutes.
Gonzaga with their biggest lead of the night here, 5-point lead. Monroe answers back with a great pull-up jump shot.
Harris takes it up.
Here's Stute in the corner.
Back to Harris. Harris looks for Gill. Goes back to Dredd. Dredd dribbles up top. Passes to Stute.
Great pass inside. That's what Gonzaga's doing really well right now is getting that ball inside, George. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Just being able to find the size is what's been key for Gonzaga, David.
Yeah.
Just find the size so they can find the layup.
Dixon looking to post up against Williams. Great defense there by Terrence Williams.
Gonzaga looks for the fast break. They slow it down.
Harris kicks out, and he traveled. It's a good idea there from Chuck Harris. Just got to make sure you're taking 2 steps. Here comes Abington.
Henry takes it up.
Henry, good in and out move. Passes into Dixon. Dixon draws contact, no call.
Good job by Gonzaga being able to find that they need to put 2 men on number 43.
Harris 3, can't hit. And that will be Gonzaga ball. That will stay here.
As we said before, and I've been saying the whole game, David, Gonzaga really just needs to keep going for those down low shots. The corner shots haven't been working too well for them.
Yeah, jump shots really haven't been falling for either team that much. It's been a really physical game so far. There's a 3 from Williams, and he knocks that down.
And of course, Terrence
Williams is on fire.
Prove me wrong.
He is on fire right now. Dixon almost loses it. Trying to work out on baseline, and he got the basket. That's a great take from Dixon.
That's why the guy's committed to Villanova.
Yeah, the number 21 center in the class of 2019, Dixon, strong force down low.
Dredd works it.
Here's Williams,
T-Will
another
top.
3.
No good.
Here's Brown going right at Gill, and he draws the foul.
Eagles foul on number 1, Anwar Gill. Hits
Mint sets up to take his shots.
13 foul.
Yeah. Here's Darius Brown at the line looking for 2. And he got the first. If you're just joining us, we're just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Gonzaga Eagles in white are winning 42-37 against this Abington team. Misses the second free throw. Oh, he's plucked
Mint steals
by
it.
Brown. And he's blocked by Gill. That's called not giving up on the play, George. Dinkins set to come in. He'll bring it down the court. Sussman also checked in for Abington, along with number 15, Jason Scott. It'll be Abington's ball, backcourt violation on the Gonzaga Eagles. Here's Monroe looking to set the offense up. Abington needing this late third quarter push. Dixon fakes the 3, gets to the rim, and can't finish, but he tips his own basket in. Here's Dinkins coming the other way. 3-point lead here for the Eagles. Dinkins inside to Malcolm Dredd. And here's an open jump shot from Williams. He can't hit. Dixon, another rebound.
Monroe takes it up the floor.
Dixon thought about it to the rim, and he draws the blocking foul. Dixon set to shoot 2 at the line. Foul goes on Anwar Gill.
And number 43, Eric Dixon, will have 2 shots.
Dixon can't hit his first free throw.
Into the Gonzaga lineup, number 2, Chuck Harris. Number 13, Josh Watts.
Harrison Watts checking into the game. And Dixon knocks down the second free throw to put them behind the Eagles by 2 points. Here's Watts in the corner, looking inside to Studi. Great spin move there, but he tips the ball. Sussman gives it up to Monroe. Abington going fast-paced as Monroe knocks down the pull-up jump shot, George.
The game is now tied. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Gonzaga hopes to take the lead.
Gonzaga could go 2 for 1 here with the quick basket.
Williams drives.
Great spin by Terrence Williams, and he draws the foul. Williams has showed steady improvement every year he's been on this team, George.
Yeah. Show he's getting bigger, stronger, faster, and a better shooter. I mean,
yeah, really developed that jump shot over the summer. Now a real outside threat. But he can't hit his first free throw.
For Gonzaga, number 5, Terrence Williams with 1 more shot.
Williams puts the Eagles up 1 with that free throw. With 31 seconds left, here's Dixon. Ghosts hoping to take the lead here late in the third quarter. And they're going to chew as much clock as they can. Only a 1 second differential between the shot and game clock. Monroe. 5 on the shot clock. Here comes Dixon with the screen. Great defense reading it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great defense on him by Josh Watts. It'll be 2.4 seconds left on the clock. Gonzaga hoping to get a last-second heave at the buzzer.
Watts with the inbound. Pass to Williams.
Williams.
He shoots.
Long three. Oh, nearly
very
makes
close.
it.
Tips off the rim. Terrence Williams is truly a versatile player, David.
He is.
I mean, it's his versatility that's given offers from Stanford, Virginia, and Georgetown. I mean,
he can really play almost every position on the court.
He definitely can. And I mean, if you look at all of those schools, those are both very good academic schools. They're all good academic schools, which show a lot about how he performs in the classroom.
Yeah.
The kid's got it all.
About to start our fourth quarter here in Washington, D.C. at the Gonzaga D.C. Classic. We have a great game here. Gonzaga Eagles up 43 against Abington's 42 points. George, what do both teams have to do to win this game? It's so close right now.
Well, I mean, as we've seen, the Abington's strongest power is Dixon, and I think really this fourth is just going to be a very gritty fourth quarter, Dave. It's just going to be a lot of pushing to the rim, because that's what's really been working for both teams. But Gonzaga's been able to find holes in Abington's defense, so that's going to be huge for them this quarter.
And I can imagine Eric Dixon might be getting tired. He hasn't sat on the bench this whole game.
That's true, David.
Gonzaga with possession. About to start our fourth quarter here. Should be a great one.
Watts inbounds to Dinkins. Dinkins takes it up the court.
Here's Watts.
Beautiful movement by the Eagles right here.
Yeah, great ball movement.
Williams up top. He passes.
Here's Watts driving. Watts with the right. Nearly gets the and one, but he's fouled. That's a strong take from Josh Watts. Dixon picks up his second foul.
That's one thing Watts hasn't done a whole lot of this game, but maybe he'll be able to turn that around in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Pounding inside. Watts cannot hit the first free throw, but he'll hope to put the Eagles up by 2 with this next free throw. Watts gives the Eagles the 2-point lead. Here's Monroe. Gonzaga in a press. They get past half court. Great cut and the foul for Darius Brown. He'll go to the line to shoot one more with a chance to put the Abington Galloping Ghosts up. Brown, the 5'10 junior, playing pretty well tonight. He's getting to the rim a lot, wouldn't you say, George?
He has.
And he hits the free throw. Goes up 1. Here's Harris on the outside. Harris in the low post. Good kick out. Williams open 3. He can't hit. Oh, there's a foul on the Eagles. It's called on Chuck Harris. Monroe set to inbound for the Ghosts.
Monroe to Sussman. To Brown.
Here's Brown. Back up to Sussman.
Back to Brown.
Dixon looking for a cutter, can't find anyone.
Sussman is all over the place right now, David.
He is, yeah. But he throws it away right there, George.
Yeah. He's not the tallest player on the court, but he sure got speed. Dinkins looks to take it up the court.
Gonzaga looking to take the lead here with a basket.
Let's hope to see some movement from the Eagles. Oh,
there's a three. Rolls around, can't go in. And that will be Abington ball. It's last touched by Josh Watts. Coach Turner putting a lot of emphasis on getting his guys to the rim, not selling for jump shots. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's just what we've been saying all game, David.
As Dixon gets to the rim again, yeah. And Harris picks up the charge.
Got a little wet spot on the court. Seems to be taken care of.
Abington now up 3 points. Gonzaga hoping to make a defensive stop right here, keep them within one possession.
It's really time for Gonzaga to lock down on defense, David. Being able to not give anything up is key for them.
Yeah. Like that. That's a great find for the reverse layup there, Munir Waller.
Watts looks up to Harris. Back to Watts. Stu shoots.
Studi can't make it. Here's Monroe. Giving it to Sussman.
Monroe dribbles up top, back to Sussman.
Here's Sussman looking for Dixon in the post. That's a good pass inside.
That was a beautiful pass, David.
And Monroe gets the lay-in.
The Eagles are now down by 7, so it's really time for them to start taking them to the rim.
Yeah, Gonzaga in desperate need of a bucket here as Harris can't hit the lay-in. George, I think they're forcing shots a little bit.
Oh, definitely. What they need, David, is some movement. You know, spread the defense out.
For sure.
So they can have someone to drive to the rim.
Dixon the fadeaway, can't hit.
Harris fights for the ball.
And there's a jump ball. That will be stay with Abington.
Gonzaga gets some fresh guys and looking for a change of energy here.
Dredd checking in. Also set to check in, number 12, Joey Brusha for Abington. He'll get number 1, Munir Waller. Good pass out. Here's Brown, can't hit. Guild is fouled. It's a foul on Dixon. For playing the whole game, only 3 fouls for Eric Dixon. He's doing a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble.
He really knows his limits, you know, David. What he can and can't do.
Yeah. Smart defender. Here's Dinkins looking to create something.
Good moving by the Eagles. This is what we've been looking to see this quarter, David.
Great drive by Gill, and he can't make the layup. And it's tipped out of bounds by Josh Watts. You like to see that defensive intensity, though. Even though they didn't get possession, he was still there for the deflection.
I think
What's the
I
offense?
think that was a smart move by Coach Turner to bring in some new guys, you know, get some fresh energy.
Some new legs, yeah, for sure.
Really looking. I mean, still down by 7, but they're looking to turn this around.
And there's still a lot of time left for the Eagles to make a comeback in this game. And there's a timeout charged to Abington.
The key for the Eagles right now is just control, David. They just need to be able to take a breath just kind of slow it down because they still have 4 minutes. That's enough time to, as long as they can run what they know they can run.
Yeah.
The Eagles should be good.
For sure, yeah. Nearly 4 minutes left. I think this is still a very good ball game.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to see the intensity from some of the big guys as well as some of the smaller, faster guys. You know, because being able to make the movement and do what we've seen works for them, which is get to the rim.
Yeah,
that's key for the Eagles right now.
And then at 8:30, it's St. Francis Academy from Baltimore, Maryland, against Riverdale Baptist from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
if you're just joining us, welcome to this broadcast of the Gonzaga DC Classic. We've got a great game going on here between the Gonzaga Eagles in white and the Abington Galloping Ghosts in red. Abington is currently up 51-44 in the fourth quarter.
Brown dribbles up the court.
Waller loses it. Dinkins the other way, gives it up to Gill.
Gill slows it down.
And turns it over. Monroe looking to go the other way. It's been a stalemate here, George. Not a lot of baskets for either side.
Yeah. A lot of defense.
Monroe with Gill guarding him.
Gill plays very tight defense on Monroe.
He does.
He's unable to make the pass.
Sussman gives it to Dixon. Dixon looking to do that post up. And the hook is off.
What I love to see about Dixon, David, is that he takes his time when he has the ball. Like he runs it, you know? He's in control.
And it's a blocking foul on Josh Watts. But yeah, Dixon, he plays the game at his own pace.
Exactly. He sets the tempo for the other players to play at. Now it's time for Gonzaga to set their own tempo.
Starting point guard Chuck Harris set to check in. He'll take Devin Dinkins out.
It's good to see Dinkins getting some rest.
Number 22, Lucas Monroe will shoot 1 and 1.
Monroe at the line for the 1-and-1. Abington shooting 70% from the free throw line. Not the best percentage for them, but they're still winning nonetheless.
Monroe sets up for his first.
First free throw is good, so he'll go back to the line for a second. Number 2, Maurice Henry checked in for the Abington Galloping Ghosts.
Monroe shoots a second.
You can't hit the second.
No good.
It's an 8-point lead for the Ghosts. Gonzaga needs to make a push right now.
Harris looks inside. Pass T. Will.
Williams, good spin move.
Forced the layup, and it's no good.
George, I'm kind of seeing a lot of this common trend where we're getting to the rim, we're getting open looks, but we're just not capitalizing.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to calmness, just being able to do what you know you can do. Dredd looks for the inbound.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, Gonzaga really needs to dictate the tempo of the game here and not let Abington.
Yeah.
And a timeout called by Coach Turner of Gonzaga. George, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Still a good amount of time in this game, but I think it's time. Gonzaga needs to make this push.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it the whole quarter. It's now or never.
Yeah. Eric Dixon with 26 points on the night, on 10 for 13 free throw shooting.
Yeah, he is truly set the tempo for this game. He's
8 for 21 on field goals. And for Gonzaga, we have Chuck Harris with 12, also Terrence Williams with 12. Williams shooting 4 for 7 from the field. Here we go, final 2 minutes and 45 seconds of this ball game. We've got a classic here.
The Eagles set up on defense.
Great press here by the Eagles.
Abington pushes through, sets up the offense.
Here's
Monroe
Monroe.
up top.
Monroe goes left, he's stopped. Watt's a great perimeter defender, forcing Monroe nowhere.
Dixon posts up, looks for the ball.
And the runner is no good, and it'll be Gonzaga's ball.
2:14 here in the fourth quarter.
And Miles Studi will check back into the game for number 12, Malcolm Dredd. Malcolm Dredd having a good game so far.
Coach Turner's really relying on the older guys here.
Yeah. Here comes Gill, and he is stopped. And he fouls Dixon. So that'll send Eric Dixon to the line. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Dixon.
For Abington senior, number 43, Eric Dixon, will shoot 1-and-1.
Dixon is 10 for 13 today on the free throws.
Make that 11
Now
for 14.
11 for 14, yeah. He sets up for a second. The shot.
Knocks it down. That gives Abington the 10-point lead. Gonzaga hoping for a quick basket here. Williams 3. Trickles in. It's a great shot from Terrence Williams.
You know, David, I was going to say that that play looked a little bit forced, but Terrence really knew what he was doing there. So
yeah.
Time to let him run.
So that puts Gonzaga only down 7 now, with just under a minute left to, or just under 2 minutes left to play in the fourth.
They can do it, David. They
certainly, yeah, I believe you.
They know what they need to do. They just need to be able to run the tempo. Is key for them right now.
Yeah, control the pace of the game. Yeah, if they can just keep getting those quick shots, you know, even if they're not falling, at least you're getting the shot off quickly enough to get more.
And as we've seen this whole game, they a couple fast breaks would really help them out right here, David.
Yeah. Expect this group to come out with a newfound defensive intensity after this timeout.
See the big guys just discussing how they're going to run the next little under 2 minutes. Monroe inbounds.
Here's Dixon, guarded by the athletic Miles Studi.
The Eagles are really ganging up on Dixon here.
And they forced the timeout by Abington. It's like we were saying, George, it's that defensive intensity. That's really been a staple of this game. This has been a defensive matchup.
Oh, for sure. Minute 41 here in the fourth. Coach Turner's just telling the guys it's now or never.
Hope you'll join us after this broadcast for our 2 games after this. Whitney Young versus St. Vincent Pallotti. And then game 4 at 8:30 would be St. Francis versus Riverdale Baptist, 2 Maryland teams facing off. Looks like they're going to double whoever they get the ball in bounds to. And it's an offensive foul on Monroe. That's big. That's Monroe's 3rd foul, George.
Harris brings it up the court. It's really slowing it down.
Oh, that's a foul on number 2, Maurice Henry. Eagles not in the bonus yet. They'll inbound. There's Watts set to inbound. Williams thought about it.
Takes it back out.
There's Harris.
Harris drives.
Strong take and one from Chuck Harris. They're making this late push, George.
Yeah, I mean, they can definitely do it.
It's a great finish from Harris.
The constant movement in the plays where they're able to find open layups, that's been huge for the Eagles, and it was a huge theme towards the end of the third quarter, and we can see it coming back now.
And it looks like we're having a problem with the scoreboard or referees or something. They're gonna take a few seconds off the clock, move it to 129 from 134.
A little confusion among the refs as Harris sets up for his free throws.
This free throw is big. It'll put the Eagles within 4 points. It's a 2-possession game. And Harris can't hit the free throw.
Oh, he looks to get his rebound as...
And there's a jump ball, and that will...
And it's Abington's ball.
The Eagles wanted to travel there, but instead get the jump ball. Here's Monroe. He's in no hurry.
Watts putting on the pressure. Watts isn't giving up anything, David.
Yeah. Monroe looking to stall a little bit. And he picks up the blocking foul on number 1, Anwar Gill.
Some of the Eagles coaches are upset about that call, David.
It's questionable. It could have gone either way. Generally, when the referee's in doubt, they'll give the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player and call the block. Here's Monroe. Knocks down the first free throw to put Abington up 6 points. He misses the second. Here comes
Gill takes up the court.
55
and now Gonzaga's
seconds left.
really pushing it.
And Harris traveled. Still a very close game. 6-point differential here with the Ghosts up 55-49 with 53 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, with less than a minute, David, it'll really take a lot at this point.
Yeah.
The Eagles still putting on the pressure. And it's Abington's ball.
Gonzaga doesn't need to foul yet. 28 seconds left on the shot clock with 50 on the game clock. And it's tipped by Watts. Stute dives for it, and it'll stay Abington's ball. Sussman to inbound. Here's Monroe. The double team comes, and Williams fouls him. So Darius Brown will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Eagles foul number 5 carries Williams.
make that 2 shots. They're in the 10 foul bonus.
With 2 shots.
And he hits the first, giving them a 7-point lead.
In for the Eagles, number 1, and Laura Gill.
Brown sits up for the second.
Abington putting 3 men back. Not going to allow any fast break opportunities here for the Eagles. And here's Harris. Needs to strike quick.
Harris drives.
And he can't
He
finish.
misses the layup, no foul. Abington pushes back.
Here's Dixon.
Looking to cap it, and
Dixon's foul. That will likely do it here.
very tough fought game for sure.
Sudi picks up his 3rd foul. Dixon will go to the line for 2.
Number 33, Eric Dixon with 2 shots.
Dixon looks to cap it off here.
So with a win here, Abington will go on to face the Knights in the semifinal game of this Gonzaga DC Classic.
The Abington parent section getting quite excited.
And Dixon misses the first free throw. And he hits the second free throw.
That gives Abington a 9-point lead, David.
15.
Williams takes it in.
And he'll get the bucket.
Makes the layup.
Coach Turner wants timeout. He still thinks his guys have a shot.
Yeah.
So if Gonzaga loses this game, they will go on to play the Potomac School in the consolation game tomorrow.
Should be a good game.
It was a hard-fought battle for both teams, but in the end, it's tough. Abington set to inbound here. Gonzaga would love a steal. And it's an offensive foul on number 2, Maurice Henry.
Foul on it goes number 2, Maurice Henry hits 4.
It's a great job drawing the foul there from number 2, Chuck Harris. Eagles set to inbound here. They'll likely look for a 3. And Harris, tough 3, can't hit. And Watts tries to save it, and that will do it here.
Abington slows it down.
That will do it here for the
ticks down.
second game of the 30th
And
annual
that's
Gonzaga DC Classic.
A real tough game for the Eagles, David.
A big upset here for the Abington Galloping Ghosts, defeating Gonzaga, the home team of the tournament. It was a hard-fought game so far, but I think the big difference maker here was Eric Dixon.
Oh, for sure. Him just constantly getting inside, using his size. That was key for Abington. Yeah. And without him, you never know how things would have gone. But
Villanova's getting a great player next year, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
we thank you for listening. I'm David Bond.
And I'm George Clifford.
Appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Thank you.